Now, given this tendency, I now know the guy will lie because he lied to me repeatedly. Now, he resigns yesterday, just as I do my first. We had let him skate for a couple days, giving him rope, and I did my first post revealing what really was the critical point here was the connection between the MySpace page and his blog, where this content was. And he also has an interest in blogging, I've been told, and I'm 95% confident. He had 2 other sites, and he would focus on crimes where teachers had sex with children, like hot teachers, female teachers who were having sex with students. Now tell me this is an individual who belongs near a kindergarten class. And just given that, without suggesting he would ever be capable of anything worse. But now the problem is, so suddenly out of the blue, he walks in yesterday and resigns. And I will, based on my conversations with the school board, my sense of that is that he walked in there and he always plays this game, or he's played it with me, he's played it with you, now he's playing it with them, possibly. And that is, I want to spare everybody here the anguish of having to deal with these crazy conservatives, so I'm going to do the right thing for you and resign.
Yeah.
I'm concerned that he did that to keep any of this elevating to a higher level.
He told me, you know what he told me yesterday? He told me, listen, I appreciate you not going on the air with this, in the last couple days and all. And, I'm not going to come on your show today, he says, but, if you continue to ignore this, he says, then I'll probably come on your show. But if you start talking about it, I'm not going to come on your show. What?
Yeah,
what?
I mean,
what?
The guy, when you interact with him, you just come away saying, this is not somebody I feel I can trust on a level to play me straight.
That's why
I feel that he's manipulative. He's a lot of things he portrays that are very interesting that need to be.
Here's some more quotes. That's right. I'm promoting self-pleasure. Does that really surprise anybody? This is Jesse Griffin talking. I do it because it brings me joy to work with these children, and I believe, and I have been told, that I'm very good at it. You now know my dirty little secret. This is the way he describes being outed as this blogger. This is the way he describes it. Now, think about the mindset. He says, you know now my dirty little secret. I am an assistant teacher in a room full of 5-year-old children. Why would anybody describe themselves like that? It's not that he can't.
Why would a 49-year-old man, his only activities that we're aware of, other than his political work, is going to the gym, building himself up, lifting weights, and gravitating towards 4, 5, and 6-year-olds? I'm sorry. I mean, look, this is tolerant America, but that's a problem for me.
Dan, that's the way he responds to being outed. You now know my dirty little secret. I am an assistant teacher in a room full of 5-year-old children. I mean, come on, man.
This is a guy who posts sex is no good unless it's naughty, and children are just a byproduct of good sex or healthy sex.
And hey, all of these fall under free speech. I'm not saying he's done anything illegal, but he has to be held accountable for it because Okay, hey, listen, I got to take a break. That's the music. I got to take one more break. We'll come back and we'll finish up. Dan Riehl, it's RIEHL, realworldview.com, folks. You must go to his website. It's an exclusive right here on the Eddie Burke Show. We'll be right back. All right, let's get back to the show quickly here. Dan Riehl is my guest via the telephone. It's RIEHL, realworldview.com. We're discussing this rumor mill.
Can I read a quote from him?
Yes, please do.
Now think about this. I know he has a daughter. I know her name. He doesn't understand. He's not playing with an idiot here. I know he has a daughter. I know her name. I know she recently visited. She helped film one of these videos for his website. And in the comments, they were all thanking her, the amazing daughter and all this. So just listen to these comments.
All right, quickly.
Thank your daughter for a vid well done. It's great to hear via your words of your close relationship since her return. And he responds, She always surprises me. Now at 20, she's done it again. Her visit certainly shook up my little routine. She came in like a mini tornado, chock full of life and eclectic opinions. She wanted to talk politics. She absolutely hates Hillary and loves Obama. She wanted to talk about movies and passion we both share, and she wanted to talk about sex. I tried to be the cool parent, but her absolute candor when discussing, in all caps, all things sexual was almost more than even my ultra-liberal brain could digest. Paragraph, it was great! Exclamation point.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I know he has a daughter.
Oh, man. He has said some pretty derogatory things about Willow and the way that she dressed, and she had on some shorts that are very popular and all with young ladies.
Posting pictures of her stomach and
talking about descriptive issues with Sarah Palin's daughter. Now that really pissed me off.
He's political, but everything comes back to sex with this guy.
Well, that's why it's called
women constantly.
It's called the immoral minority, is what it started. So what we're trying to do
here. Got quotes in his comments calling Condoleezza Rice the C word, which is the equivalent of the male word he used.
Right.
And he scolded somebody. He said, "Well, that's an unfortunate pejorative."
Yeah. Well, also here, I know you're asking the school board, Anchor School Board. We're doing the same thing here. The idea that he just resigned is not enough. We want to know: do you condone this type of behavior? Will this be looked at in the future? What is your vetting process? Did he lie on his application? If you knew about this Anchorage School District, would you have hired him? Is this the type of, is it just a controversy that that he decided to resign because he knew he might get fired? What's the school district's position on this? We're going to keep moving on this issue in order to find out where the school board or where the superintendent stands on individuals who apply for jobs with the Anchorage School District.
To think that this is the guy that started that rumor, it disgusts me. It really does.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Dan, you have done a great yeoman's work on uncovering all this.
Tell them to hit the tip jar when they come by. $5 is always good. we don't make money like you big shots, Eddie.
No, I tell you what, not me. I'm not there. I'm waiting for that big phone call, though, Dan. I am. I'm waiting.
I'm kidding you. I hope you get it.
Yeah, I'm always hoping for that big phone call. Hey, we're gonna take you up to the big leagues. I'm the guy that down in the minor leagues that it's just throwing baseballs and hoping for that call up to the big leagues. Well, Dan, you got any closing comments about this guy, Jesse Griffin, who started these lies?
I want to caution people about prejudging. I don't care for people sending hate mail, and if you're going to write a school board or something, do it intelligently, respectfully. Yeah. It might matter. Do not start threatening people. Do not call him names that nobody should be prepared to assume he has done anything other than what it might be termed inappropriate. Nobody should assume he's done anything more than that. But there are so many red flags here, I believe it would be irresponsible for the Alaska School District not to look at this, given that he's had access that he has for some time.
Right.
And that's all anybody should be concerned with. Let's all calm down.
And I concur with you. We haven't asked for anybody to do any retaliation or do anything here. We haven't asked for any of that, and so I concur with you, and that's our policy here. Thank you so much. Dan Riehl, Riehl, RealWorldView.com. RealWorldView.com.
I hope that I get to hear more of you and also see more of Sarah in the future.
All right, thank you so much, folks. Hey, as always, hug your children. Tell them you're proud of them. And keep them away. Always look into who's working in the Anchorage School District. We'll be right back. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
The fastest